This is a moving zombie film. In the aftermath of the zombie virus outbreak, the father who is infected with the virus to protect his child, he puts on braces and carries his daughter on his back, using raw flesh to guide him on his way. I can't tell you how many viewers were touched by this scene. The story begins now. Due to the outbreak of the zombie virus, Jack and his family have been living on the water for dozens of days, but as time goes by, supplies on the boat become increasingly scarce, so he fished a box out of the water. He opened it and saw that it was a government-issued relief kit, but there was no food in it. There were only 3 items: a syringe for suicide, a map of the zombie population, and a bracelet. It allows you to time your death after being bitten, but now there's almost no food left. These things are useless to them, so Jack targets a dilapidated yacht. Jack opens the glass of the yacht, using the mirror to look inside the yacht. Once he's sure it's safe, he gets into the cabin. Luckily, he found plenty of food inside. At that moment, the door to a side room was suddenly opened. There was a strange noise. Jack felt something was wrong, so he grabbed the food and left immediately. The next day, Mary came to the yacht to find a razor for Jack. After a search, she did find one. Before she could rejoice, an accident occurred. Mary was bitten by a zombie as she climbed out of the cabin, and Jack has just woken up. There was a lot of blood on the floor, so he followed the blood and found Mary hiding in the toilet. Based on past experience, Mary only had 48 hours to live. Once that time is up, Mary will be a complete zombie. But Jack wasn't about to give up on Mary, so they went to the shore to find medical supplies. Luckily for them, the 2 men found a car. In the car, Mary's health was deteriorating. Her wounds were slowly turning septic. Mary knew she was going to turn into a zombie. He was about to jump out of the car and leave the area, but Jack pulled her out, and so the car drove on for another half hour or so. A zombie appeared on the road. Jack swerved, but the car crashed into a tree and was wrecked. Luckily, Jack and his daughter were unhurt, but Mary was stabbed in the abdomen with a tree branch. The shock was too much for Jack and he fell into a coma. When he woke up, he found a touching scene. His wife had written the words in her blood, "Save our baby."